All these are examples of intensive properties, properties of a substance that do not depend that do not depend on the amount of matter present. If I were to ask you, hey, what is the density of this water right here in
guys, I
beaker
hope
1?
you were able to differentiate between what we say extensive and intensive properties. So the intensive properties are those properties that it doesn't matter how much of that substance you have, the intensive properties is always going to be true, versus an extensive property that it is all determined on the amount of it or the volume of it. Okay, so for the next activity, we're gonna come back to these in a second. For this activity, we're going to look at that PDF file that we opened yesterday. So we're going to revisit this file. Yesterday, when I asked you to take a look at it, that file, I wanted you to identify the different properties and their definitions so that you could kind of match them up with their definition. So I was asking you yesterday to just look for the examples of physical property. So today, what I would like you to do is I want you to pull up the same file, and what I want you to do is I want you to focus on the first two paragraphs where the author describes that or explains that mass, volume, and shape and physical state. It's right here on the screen. You can pull it up. You can click on the file. Okay, so the file is here on the Nearpod screen. So when you open it up, you can focus on just the first two paragraphs. And while you read, I want you to pull up evidence. Okay, so something specific that they say that you're going to cite in your answer. So you're going to explain why the article says that mass, volume, shape, and physical state are not considered physical properties. They are extensive properties, not intensive properties. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 3 minutes. So the question says, based on the understanding of physical properties of matter article, explain why mass, volume, shape, and physical state are not considered physical properties by scientists. So I want you to say something specifically from the text. Explain it by rephrasing the paragraph or using quotes and citing the text, okay? So I'm looking for specific evidence. So the answers are going to be in the first 2 paragraphs. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes. So 1 paragraph is where the answer is going to be found. Asked you to take a look at it. That file, I wanted you to identify good answer, Joy. When you're answering a question, cite what they gave you as an example. So for example, how do they explain it?